Okay, so this one is for your quiz 4, set A naman tayo, no? So, start tayo with item number 1, identification. So, may sinabi dito, class, write the word or phrase, hindi niya sinabing symbol or whatever word or phrase that is being described. So, here I want a complete answer, no? So, ganun din sa iba niyong quizzes, quiz 3 and so on. So dito sabi niya, this is the interaction between two bodies or between a body and its environment. So this one's very easy. This is simply your force. And then for number 2, characteristic of an object that allows it to resist any change in state. So this is inertia, the ability, di ba? The ability of an object to resist any change in state. A graphical representation, this is your free body diagram. And then interaction that can be exerted at a distance. This is field force or this is long range force. And then interaction between an object and a rope. So this is simply your tension force. Then we now go to the problem solving. So, okay. Okay. So, for problem solving, sabi lang dito, a 450 Newton cement. So, itong 450 Newton cement, this is already pertaining to the weight of your cement, 450 Newtons, no? It hangs from 3 wires as shown below or as shown on the side. 2 of the wires make an angle 55 and 40 and meet at a junction. So, this one is 55, this one is 40. So, hindi nyo sana pinagbaligtad, no? T1, T2, and T3. Okay, so start tayo with, we want to get the tension on the rope. So your tension 3 is acting on the cement. So tension 1 and tension 2 naman, they are acting on the junction. So ang gagawin natin dito is kukuha tayo ng or magdodraw tayo ng FBD muna nung sack of cement natin. So you have your weight and you have your tension 3. Okay? And so, since weight na yung binigay dito, we have tension 3, wait. We write down the summation of forces along Y, kasi yung along X natin is simply 0. So, you have Fy is simply T3 plus negative W is equal to 0. So, you have T3 is equal to weight, meaning to say you have T3 is equal to 4.50 times 10 raised to 2 newtons directed positive Y direction or upwards, no? Next is we go to the next part, T1 and T2. So your T1 and T2, they are meeting at the junction, no, along with T3. So this one is T1, this one is T2, and this one is T3. So ito may angle na 55, ito may angle na 40. So we're going to write the summation of forces here, but first, you need to recognize na meron na tayong X and Y, no? X and Y axis. So this one will be our Y, and this one will be our X, no? So obviously, yung T2 natin dito, class, meron siyang ganito, di ba? So ito yung T2 nyo. Meron siyang T2X at meron siyang T2Y. So if this is 40, it means that this one is also 40. So ito ay 40, which means that our T2Y is simply T2 sine 40 and your T2X is simply T2 cos 40. Then for your T1, baliktad naman, di ba? So ito si T1 natin. And so you have T1X here and T1Y here. And if this is 55, ibig sabihin ito din ay 55. Okay? So basically, ito lang yung binubuo ko, class, no? So, balitan ko lang to. Okay. So, yung dinrawing ko dito ng mga blue figures ng triangle, is basically ito lang. For T2, and then for T1, palitan ko lang ng ibang kulay. Pero blue pa rin. Ito. Ayan. So, ito yung T1X, ito yung T2X, ito naman si T2Y, ito naman si T1Y. So, yan yung triangle na na-draw dito, no? So, si T1Y natin, is opposite the 55 degrees. So this is T1 sine 55. And T1x natin is simply T1 cos 55. Okay? So ngayon, gagawin na natin yung summation ng forces natin along x and y. So, summation of forces along x, meron kang T1x, T2x, negative T1x, plus T2x is equal to 0. And for your y, meron tayong T2y, meron tayong T1y. So, summation of forces along y, you have positive T1y plus positive T2y. Dalawa silang pataas, di ba? Pag ganyan. So, T1y plus T2y plus negative T3 is equal to 0 because your T3 is directed downwards. Okay? So, directed siya downwards. Oops. So, ngayon, since T3 ay alam na natin, pwede natin itong i-restructure, no? I-resulat yung summation of forces along y natin. So, you have T1 sine 55 plus T2 cosine 40 is equal to T3, which is yung T3 natin, pag nilipat natin dito, ay positive for 50 newtons lang din. But then we don't know T1 and T2. Pero mula kay Fx, pwede natin siyang isulat, no? So, from Fx, meron tayong T1x, which is simply T1 cos 55 is equal to T2x, no? Pag nilipat mo yung T1x sa kabila, it's simply equal to T2x. So, yung T2x natin is simply T2 cos 40. Then, it is therefore true, no? Pag dinivide natin to by cos 55, then you have T1 simply equal to T2 cos 40 over cos 55. Okay? So, pag sinolve natin to, wala pa tayong masasolve. Mamaya na ako mag-solve, no? So, basta ito muna yung T1 muna natin. So, dito, plug in ko na yan. Pwede ko na siyang i-plug in. Oops. So, yung T1 natin is ito na. So, pagkagaling ko dito, pwede ko nang i-rewrite ito as si T1 is simply T2 cos 40 over cos 55. That's simply T1, no? Times sine 55 plus T2 cos 40 is equal to 450 newtons. Okay, so ito yung long cut sa may pwede pa tayong i-assume dapat dito pero hindi ko ginawa. Okay, so ito pwede na natin siyang gawing T2 cos 40. Ang sine over cosine is simply tan 55 plus T2 cos 40 is equal to 450 newtons. Okay? So, makikita nyo dito, meron tayong similar, no? So, pwede ko factor out yung T2 cos 40 times tan 55 plus 1 is equal to 450. Then, I'm going to divide everything by cos 40 times tan 55 plus 1. Okay, so I have T2 is simply equal to 450 over cosine 40 times tangent of 55 plus 1. Okay, so T2 is simply 241.93 newtons, or this is 2.42 times 10 raised to 2 newtons. And yung T2 natin kanina, nakita ninyo, it is dito, no? So this is, ang theta 2 ay 40. So this is 40 degrees north of east. Okay. Then for our T1. Okay, so si T1 natin, pwede na natin siyang makuha. So from here, ang T1 na natin ay simply T2 cos 40 over cos 55. So kayo na bahala mag-plug in. Hindi ko na isusulat ulit. But anyway, this will just give me times cos 40 over cos 55. Okay, so T1 is 323.11 newtons. So T1 is simply 3.23 times 10 raised to 2 newtons and it is directed. Ang T1 natin class ay naririto, no? Wait lang. Ayan, so T1 ito yung theta 1 is 55 and it is coming from west to north. So this is 55.0 degrees north of west. Okay, so these are our answers. Okay, next let's go to number 2. So this one's very easy as well. A huge crate is being pushed by a worker in a horizontal frictionless floor. The worker has been pushing the crate for zero point 0.5 minutes, so you have time is 0.5 minutes, or this is basically 30 seconds. And he only moved, so ang distance lang daw na nagalaw ay 285 centimeters. What is the mass of the crate if the applied force is 285 newtons? By the way, this is not the photo ha, baka assume mo yun yung photo. So this photo is for this one. Okay. Ayan, nag-adjust tuloy lahat. Ay, sus. Ayan. So, basically, you have a crate on a surface, and yung forces na nag-a-act sa kanya, you have the normal, you have the weight, and it says here frictionless. So, wala tayong friction, and meron tayong F applied. So, assume natin na gumagalaw yung object natin to the right, no? So, gumagalaw siya to the right. So, ang tanong sa atin dito ay, what is the mass of the crate? So, dito, obviously, yung crate natin ay nagkaroon ng movement, no? Nagkaroon ng movement due to an applied force. So, dito, anong i-apply natin, di ba? So, we get the summation of force along y. You simply have n plus negative weight is equal to 0. Pero pagdating natin sa x, you have F applied is equal to, will this be equal to 0? Hindi, di ba? This will now be equal to MA, no? Magiging MA siya kasi nga, nagkaroon ka ng movement, no? Over a period of time. So, ang hinahanap ay mass of the crate. So, we divide both sides by, we divide both sides by acceleration. So, you have M is equal to F applied over A. Ngayon, hindi naman kasi natin alam yung A. So, where do we get the A? So, ang meron ka ay T, meron kang X, and that's it, no? That's all that we know. But, based on the problem, yung huge crate mo, di ba, being pushed, no? So, pinush siya. And initially, the crate must have been in a state of rest. So, ang gagamitin natin dito is the third equation of motion. You have your x is equal to x naught plus voxt plus 1/2 axt squared. Okay, para makuha natin yung a. So, x naught is 0, vox is 0. So, you have 2x over t squared is equal to ax. Okay, so you have 2 times 285 cm over 30 seconds. So, mamaya ako square, no? Sorry, mag-convert pala. So, this will give us, divided by 30 squared. This will give us 0.6333 cm per second squared. But we don't want this one. Again, class, no, tatandaan natin na kailangan natin ng AGM and S in your forces, no? So, we're going to convert this to meter per second squared. So, isa-shortcut ko na lang kasi dapat alam nyo naman itong gawin. So, this will be 6.33 times 10 raised to 1, 2. So, negative 3 meter per second squared. Okay, so ito na yung acceleration natin. So, provided that we have this, therefore, F is over A is simply equal to M. So, you simply have 285 newtons divided by 6.33 times 10 raised to negative 3. And this will give us a mass that is equal to 45,000 kg. So this is simply 4.50 times 10 raised to 4 kilogram. Does the mass make sense? Yes, no? Kasi ang taas ng force na nilagay niya, but for 30 seconds, gumalaw lang siya ng 285 centimeter, no? So, ganyan kalaki yung, anong tawag dito? Yung mass natin yung 45,000 kilogram provided that meron tayong applied na 285 newtons para magkaroon kayo ng idea kung gaano kalaki yung 285 newtons class. That is equivalent to a 29 kilogram force. No? So, 29 kilogram force yung katumbas niya. Paki-double check na, baka ako ay mali. 6.33. Okay, so 45,000 talaga. F over A. Okay. Next, let's go to this one, no, number 2. So, si number 2 natin is a mix of both Atwood's machine, yung pulley natin, and at the same time, inclined plane problem, no? So, sabi dito, two masses are attached as shown in the figure. Mass 1 is on top of a plane inclined at 35 degrees, and the kinetic friction between the mass and the incline is 0.4. So, may friction din siya. Mass 2 is 34.41, okay? What must be the mass 1 of the hanging block if the system is to descend 12 meters in 3.5 seconds from rest? Okay, so I need a lot of space here for item number 2. Wait lang. Excuse me. So first, gawan natin ng, we have two masses. So we have two objects. Gawan natin ng FBD, yung mass 1 and mass 2 natin. So, syempre, mas madaling gawan ng FBD si mass 2. So, we can start with it. No? So, si mass 2 natin, ang meron lang siya ay weight. So, specify ko lang na weight 2 ito kasi mass 2. And you have tension. Again, if you remember, binanggit ko sa recording ng Atwood's machine na yung tension, kapag connected lang yung string ay parehas. So, kung anong tension dito kay mass 2, yun din yung tension kay mass 1, no, dito. Equal lang to. And kung ano acceleration nito, yun din yung acceleration nitong isa. Okay, so now, let's figure out kung ano yung direction ng acceleration kasi obviously gagalaw yung object. So, descend 12 meters. Oops. So, it will descend 12 meters from rest. Okay? So, galing siya sa zero, gagalaw siya. So, is it increasing in speed or decreasing in speed? So, habang pababa siya, it is increasing in speed. Pero, it is moving where? Towards the negative direction. Kasi ito yung zero natin. And it's moving to the negative direction. So, increasing, but negatively. So, kumbaga, increasing is positive. Negative is negative. So, positive times negative, you have negative acceleration. And so, the direction of our acceleration is simply pababa. Okay? Now, for our mass 2, so FBD of mass 1 pala. Ang FBD ng mass 1 natin is, ganyan. So, medyo ibababa ko yung ramp para magkaroon ako ng mas maayos na drawing. So, this one is the mass 1. So, obviously, meron siya normal. Uy, so thick. Wait. So, meron tayong normal. And then, meron tayong weight. No? This is 35. This is weight 1. And then, nandito yung tension. So, pag ganyan. So, you have tension like that. And of course, the acceleration is like that, no? And dito, meron ka pang friction. So, obviously, kung gagalaw pababa yung mass 2 natin, at ito gagalaw pa ganyan, so yung friction ay pabaliktad. So, friction is towards this direction. Okay. So, start tayo kay FBD ni mass 2. No, start tayo dito kasi ito meron na tayong alam about mass 2. So, si mass 2 natin, summation of force along x is simply 0. But summation of force along y, you have tension plus negative weight 2 is equal to, obviously, meron kang MA kasi nga gagalaw siya. Pero we need to take note, A is in the negative direction. So, this becomes negative MA. Okay? So, transpose lang natin to sa kabila. You have tension is equal to weight 2 minus MA. So, this is simply mg minus MA. Diba? Kasi ang weight is mg. And then, tension now is simply M times G minus A. So, pinag-isa ko lang. Okay. Alam natin yung mass, alam natin ng G, but we don't know A. No? So, how do we look for A? Take note, may binigay siya sa atin dito. Descend 12 meters in 3.50 seconds. So, to get A, alam natin that y naught is 0, y is negative 12 kasi bumaba siya ng 12 meters, and time is 3.50 seconds from rest, which is 0 meters per second. So you're going to use here your y is equal to y naught plus voyt plus 1 half ayt squared. So y naught is 0, voy is 0. So we're left with 2y over t squared is equal to ay. And so you have 2 times negative 12 over the ay, which is, anong ay natin? Anong time natin? 3.5 squared. Okay? So this will give me ay, which is 2 times negative 12 divided by 3.5 squared. Okay, so this is negative 1.959 meter per second squared. Okay, so tama tayo sa pagsabi class no na negative talaga yung acceleration kasi we got this value. So pag pinlagin mo siya dito, hindi mo ine-negate ulit kasi nga nag-negate ka na kanina. Nilagay mo na kanina, di ba? So, eto, magiging tension is simply M. What's the M again? 34. Okay, so 34.41 times 9.8 minus 1.959 or 9596, no? So tension is simply equal to 34.41 times 9.8 plus the acceleration. So this will give us tension which is equal to 269.8 newtons, or this is simply 2.70 times 10 raised to 2 newtons directed upwards or positive y direction. Okay, so we proceed to the next part, which is, so nakuha na natin yung tension. Pero we're not interested with the tension. What we want to get here is the mass of M1. No? So, M1 yung gusto natin hanapin. So, we proceed with M1. So, M1 is summation of force along X and summation of force along Y. But you should have noticed that this is a tilted one. So, kailangan nyo ulit mag-set kung alin yung X and Y. Diba sabi ko dati, hanapin nyo yung may perpendicular. And this one, perpendicular si normal kay tension and normal kay friction. So, ito yung magiging Y. Ito yung magiging X, yung mismong surface ng ramp natin. Okay? So, dito, okay. So, dito, Ang wala lang sa eksaktong X or Y, itong lahat ng to si normal, si friction, si tension, pare-parehas na silang nasa eksaktong X or Y. Ang wala lang sa eksakto ay si weight, di ba? So, si weight natin, again, ay may component. Ito siya, na W1X, and this one is W1Y. And if this is 35, again, class, ito din ay 35. Same lang sila. Okay? So, summation of forces along X, therefore, is simply, ano ba yung nasa X natin? Di ba tatlong forces? Friction, tension, tsaka W1X. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo si WX, pababa siya. So, you have negative W1X. So, isa-set ko to na positive X, ito negative, ito positive, ito negative. So, negative W1X plus negative friction plus tension is equal to the object is accelerating along x, di ba? Kasi may acceleration vector tayo dito. And positive yung acceleration niya. So, this is simply equal to ma. But for our y-axis, meron lang tayong normal, positive, plus negative wy is equal to 0. So, wy kasi, eto yan, wait, w1. Okay? Kasi ang nasa force lang na nasa y ay si normal tsaka si W1Y. Okay? So for now, I don't see the use. Well, gagamitin natin siya mamaya. Pero for now, hindi pa natin kailangan tong y. So punta muna tayo kay x. Okay, I'll just leave enough space for y. But anyway, sige, gawin na lang natin. Kasi kailangan naman natin siya. So dito, si n natin is simply equal to W1Y. And si W1Y natin ay adjacent, no? You can see it's adjacent to the 35-degree angle. So, this is simply N equal to M1G, adjacent siya, so cosine theta. Okay? And then, punta tayo kay X. So, sa X natin, kung kanina si Y is cosine, it follows that X is sine. So, you have negative M1G sine theta minus friction is simply equal to negative tension. So, mali pala ako. Palitan ko. Okay, so, ang gawin natin pala ay, para din ako malito, itong T, i-retain ko dito, si MA yung ilipat ko. So, I have T minus MA is M2A, no? M2A. Sorry, M1A pala. 1, 1. Okay. T minus M1A is equal to W1X plus F. Okay? And so I have P minus M1A is equal to, ano ba yung W1 ko? W1 ko is, W1X is M1, G, ano ba yan? Ang dami pala pa ililipat. Joke lang plus, sige, okay lang yan. M1G sine theta plus F. Ano ba ang F? That is mu K times N, di ba? Mu K times N. So, you have T is equal to, ilipat ko ulit pala to. Kasi may M pa rin siya. So, M1A plus M1G sine theta plus M1 G cos theta, ito yung N, times mu K. Okay, so ang dami nating M. Tama ba? Am I on the right track? Negative M1 G1 minus mu Kn plus T. Okay, so lipat at M1, mu Kn. Okay, tama naman. So, ngayon, meron tayong T is equal to M1 times, paghalu-haluin ko na lahat to. So, I have A plus G sine theta plus G cos theta mu K. Ayan. And then divide both sides by the term in the parentheses. So, I have M1 is equal to tension, ano nakuha natin tension? 270, di ba? So, answer kanina divided by, yung acceleration natin is 1.959 positive positive dito, plus 9.8 times sine angle is 35 plus 9.8 times cosine 35 times mu k, which is zero point 0.4 times 0.4. Okay, so I don't know if I got the correct answer, but this gave me a 25.002 kg. So M1 is simply 2.50 times 10 raised to 1 kilogram. Okay, so does our final answer make sense? No? So dapat oo, kasi kung titignan natin si M2 nag-descend. So ibig sabihin niyan kung si M2 yung gumalaw pababa, si M2 yung mas mabigat, no, kaysa kay M1. And it makes sense kasi si M1 natin is only 25 compared to the 30 plus of 2. Okay? So that's it. Let's go to the third, fourth na pala to, fourth, no? Fourth example. Fourth item pala. Okay, so dito, ito yung conical pendulum problem lang din ninyo. So sabi dito, a giant swing has an arm that supports a seat suspended from a cable 5 meters long, and the upper end of a cable is fastened to the arm at a point 3 meters from the central shaft. Find the time of one revolution of the swing if the cable supporting a seat makes a 30-degree angle with the vertical. So what we want to get here is, hindi pala T, vector, T lang, the period, no? We want to get the period. So, nakita nyo na to class, no? Na-derive na natin yung formula nito nung diniscuss ko yung conical pendulum problem. But still, no? Sige, gawin natin. So, first gawin natin ang FBD, yung chair and yung person. So, eto sila, chair and person. Meron tayong weight. And the other forces ay etong 5 meter long cable na to, di ba? So, meron tayong tension. Okay? Wala tayong normal force. Yan lang. Now, take note, iikot ito. Paikot siya, no? Meron siyang sign dito na nagro-rotate. So, ibig sabihin, magpo-form ng circular motion yung particle. And sabi natin, yung uniform sabi naman kasi dito ay ayan, dapat nagbigay na-gets nyo din na umiikot siya kasi sabi niya, one revolution of the swing. Okay? One revolution of the swing. So, alam natin na pag umiikot yung particle, no, yung there is an acceleration that will pull it inwards, no, due to the centripetal force. And that will give us your A rad or your radial acceleration. Okay, so dito, ibig sabihin nag-a-accelerate yung ating object to this direction sa A-rad natin. So, magsaset tayo ng X and Y dito. Hindi naman to katulad ng ramp. So, ibig sabihin, simpleng ayos lang ulit, no? You have your Y, then you have your X. Okay, so yan na yun. And then, alam natin na, ay mali pala ako to. So, alam natin na, ito, from the vertical, so take note, ito yan na, ito yung tinitignan natin. Huwag niyo muna itong pakialaman. So, nandito tayo sa part na to. So, to from the vertical, 30 degrees. So, ito yun, 30 degrees from the vertical. So, kung 30 ito, ibig sabihin ito rin ay 30. Okay? And so, ito ay 60. So, whichever yung gagamitin mamaya. So, dito class, yung T natin, merong TY component at merong TX component. So, if we're going to get the summation of forces along Y, meron tayong TY plus negative weight. Will this be equal to 0 or MA? So, dapat nare-realize nyo that this is simply equal to 0. Bakit? Kasi wala ka namang acceleration along Y. Okay? We don't have acceleration along Y. So, yung ty natin ay adjacent kay 30. So, this is simply t cosine 30 is equal to weight. Okay? So, lagyan ko lang ng vector, no? So, I have period daw. Tension pala. Wag ko na nga pangalanan ng tension class. Pangalanan ko na nga lang na force, F. Kasi baka malito ako mamaya. So, F na lang to. Fx, Fy. Okay, so F cos 30. So I have F, the force of the cable, is simply equal to weight over cosine 30. Okay? Okay. Eh, walang binigay na weight. Okay. Sige, so wala siyang binigay na weight. Proceed tayo sa next, no? Summation of force along X. Ang X natin, meron tayong negative Fx. So this one is directed to the left. So negative Fx plus, oops, wala na pala. Yun lang, negative Fx. So negative Fx is equal to, it's accelerating, di ba, along X. So you have negative ma rad, which means that this is simply Fx is equal to ma rad. And yung Fx natin is simply, so opposite. So this is F sine theta is equal to ma rad. Ngayon, hindi natin alam yung radial acceleration natin. Pero we do know something about it, di ba? So, ang binigay sa atin ay yung ano lang, yung distance from the central shaft lang. Ito, 3 meters daw. Eh, yung axis na iniikutan mo ay nandito. So, ano to, di ba? Kailangan mong malaman kung ano tong radius na ito. Okay, so we need to solve this one. Paano natin siya kukunin? So, kung ito ay 5, no? Ano dapat ito? So, based on the scenario, no? Yung R natin, yung radius na to, distance ni particle or ni tao mula sa axis of rotation is yung R, di ba? So, si R natin ay opposite the theta na 30 and you have the hypotenuse. So, ibig sabihin, si R natin ay gagamit tayo ng sine. So, sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So, you have 5 sine 30, tama ba? Is equal to the radius. Okay, so ganyan lang natin siya kukuhanin. And alam natin na yung sine 30 is simply 1/2, 0.5. So this is simply 2.5 meters. Okay, so this is simply 2.5 meters. So from here, pwede na natin kuhanin um, yung A-rad, no? So, A-rad natin is equal to, wala tayong V squared. So, ang gagamitin natin ay 4 pi squared R over T squared. Total, kailangan din naman natin hanapin si T, si period. So, pag plug in ko yung values, meron akong F sine theta is equal to M 4 pi squared R over T squared. And alam ko na si F is simply this one. So, F is simply, weight is mg, di ba? So, mg over cos theta sine theta is equal to m 4 pi squared r over t squared. And we cancel this out. So, yung t squared ko is simply 4 pi squared r over times cos theta over sine theta. Okay? Cos theta times sine theta. And we get the square root. This is simply t is equal to 2 pi square root of r cos theta over sine theta. So ngayon, anong gagamitin natin na radius? Is it going to be the 3 meters or the 2.5 meters? So you need to take note na sa pagpili natin ng radius, yung itong part na to, hindi naman siya dyan iikot eh. Hindi naman siya paganyan lang dito. No? It's not only about this axis. Yung main axis niya ay ito. So, itong buong to ay iikot pa ganyan, no? So, ibig sabihin, yung radius na kukunin natin is the entire thing, no? So, 3 plus 2.5. So, this should give us, so magiging P is equal to 2 pi, 3 plus 2.5 cos 30 over sine 30. Okay, so pag Sinolve natin 'to. This is simply ay 2 pi times 5.5 cos 30 over sin 30. Ay, parang may mali ako. Saan punta yung G ko? Ayun, nakalimutan ko class. F, ay, tama ba ako? Wait lang. Nilipat ko yung T. So, sin T, ayun, kulang nga ako ng G. So, 9.8. Ulitin ko lang. Kasi parang ang laki, di ba? Isipin mo, 19 seconds para umikot, di ba? Uh, not true. Not true. Not possible, no? So, para sa napakaliit na radius. So, T now is equal to 6.1948. 1948. Okay, 1948 seconds. So, the period therefore is 6.19 times 10 raised to 0 seconds. And that's it. Okay? So, yung action-reaction diagram, hindi ko nasasagutan to class. Napakadali nito, no? Let's go over other sets. Pero I think relatively the same na yung idea, no? So, set B, I think sa set B, ganun din. Specific branch of physics that Newton's laws govern, so dynamics. And then, again, ito ay free body diagram. Specific force that allows an object to stop in its movement is stop, no? So this is kinetic friction. Object resists change unless acted upon by an outside force, no? So ito ay inertia and interaction between two bodies that have mass. This is gravitational force, okay? Ito hindi ko na uulitin. Same lang. Same lang siya dun sa nauna na natin ginawa. Ganun din to class. Same lang. Same, same. Okay? Oops. Set C. Ito medyo mahirap to, no? So, sa set C, bakit naging, ay set B, ha? Bakit may ganito? Wait lang. May erase. Okay, so sa set B, modified true or false, normal force is exerted by a surface opposite the object's movement. So, hindi, no? So, this is perpendicular. Then, the law of interaction applies to both accelerating and inertial, okay? Both inertial and accelerating. Static friction keeps the object in place and allows the object to start moving. Weight is the quantitative, no mass, no? Earth exerts a force known as gravitational force uh, or weight. Okay, or weight to. Okay. Dito, bukas ko na ulit i-record kasi ako'y matutulog mo. So, si set C at saka yung set ng GE, yung i-upload ko sa susunod, no? But, you don't have to worry. I will not give, ito kasi medyo mahirap na problem na talaga. Ito, carry lang naman to, no? Carry. Ito, okay lang din. Oo. So, discuss ko na lang siya tomorrow. So, that's it for now. Continuation of quiz 4, set C and set G will be tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.